Well, Janae, thank you for coming in today and being interested, in finding out some way to really improve your life. Let me explain a little bit about how this wellness coaching works.
Okay.
Have you ever been into like a counselor or anybody like that in the past?
No.
Okay. Well, you've certainly been a student in classes, and you've certainly probably seen medical people, and in those situations, usually it's about you presenting what's wrong and people trying to help you figure out, how to fix it, right?
Yes.
So coaching is not really so problem focused. We might end up solving problems. We might come up with some solutions, but it's really more about helping you discover a way of improving your lifestyle, improving your way of living, and doing so by creating a plan that's going to work for you, and you get to create the plan. I'm not just going to give it to you on a platter, that I've already figured out or something.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yes, it does.
You like to have your own control of where your life's going, is that right?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay, well, that'll be a good match then. And the other thing that makes it work really is the fact that instead of seeing it just one time, like you go in to see a doctor or something and, you're gone. You don't see them again for a long time. It's an ongoing relationship. So we'd be meeting on a regular basis, maybe every week, maybe every other week, but often enough so that you can feel like you've really got an ally.
Okay.
Like you got somebody working on this with you. And I'm not going to be telling you what to do. You're the one in charge, like you're the one behind the steering wheel. You get to really make all those choices. But one of the things that really makes it work too is what we talk about in terms of accountability. Like, have there been some things in your life that you've wanted to do, but it seems like you never get around to doing them?
Yes.
What would be an example of that?
I'm more of a person where if I say that I need to be organized, it's really hard for me to actually follow through and continue to be organized. So that's one thing that I need to work on, and that's one thing that is really hard for me to follow through on.
Okay. So maybe we can explore that a little bit here today. So yeah, that's a good example. How do I follow through? A lot of coaching is just helping people do what they really want to do, but to actually follow through and get it done. Instead of just talking about it. And the way we do that is by helping you kind of figure out, okay, what's the next step I want to take? And you and I make an agreement that works for you. Like you want to work on this, you want to do this. You're not doing it for me. You want to work on this. So we make an agreement, and the next time we get together, that I'll be asking you about it.
Right.
Like I'll bet if you tell a friend of yours that you're going to do something, the chances of you following through and getting it done are so much greater, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. When you just kind of say it to yourself, you might get it done, you might not. So that's a little bit about how this works, and we just kind of start out by exploring, by kind of getting familiar with what you're dealing with in your life and kind of what's coming up for you.
Okay.
Okay? So feel free to ask me about, the process and how we're working together at any time. That's one thing about coaching is we're always kind of looking at it and saying, is this working for you?